Welcome back to the channel USA Coins 69, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins and uncover hidden treasures that might be sitting right under your nose. Today, we're zeroing in on a particular piece of American history, the 2013 United States state quarter dollar, specifically the versions with unique mint marks that have been making waves in the collector community. Believe it or not, some of these quarters are worth a lot more than their face value, and in this video, we'll explore why that is, the story behind the coin, its rarity, and how much you could potentially cash in if you own one. The 2013 state quarters are part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010 and ran through 2021, celebrating national parks and historic sites across the United States. But 2013 is special for a few reasons. It was the fourth year in the series, and several quarters that year feature designs tied to iconic landmarks, with some rare mint marks that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Let's start with a bit of background on the coin itself. The 2013 quarter was minted in large quantities at the Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, mints. However, the San Francisco Mint produced a very limited number of quarters for circulation, which is one of the factors contributing to the coin's rarity today. The 2013 quarters represent several stunning national parks and sites, including the Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming, the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina and Virginia, the Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge in Delaware, and the Saratoga National Historical Park in New York. Each coin features intricate designs on the reverse side, showcasing America's rich natural beauty and historical significance. Now, what makes the 2013 state quarters with mint marks so valuable isn't just their beautiful design but the limited quantities and specific errors or variations that occurred during their production. Some of these coins have slight minting errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks, that can make a huge difference in their worth. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that show unusual characteristics because they are rare and tell a unique story about the minting process. For example, the San Francisco minted quarters were not supposed to be in general circulation, but a few somehow escaped into the public, making them highly sought after. This is the kind of discovery that can cause excitement in the coin collecting world. Another thing to keep in mind is the condition of the coin. Coins graded in mint state condition, meaning they have no wear and retain their original luster, are far more valuable than circulated ones. Even slight signs of wear can drastically reduce a coin's market value. If you happen to have a 2013 state quarter with a rare mint mark, especially in pristine condition or with an error, you might want to get it appraised by a professional. Grading by a reputable company can certify the coin's authenticity and condition, which greatly impacts its value. So, how much are we really talking about here? The market for rare coins is dynamic and can fluctuate based on demand and the specific characteristics of the coin. But for the 2013 state quarter with those rare mint marks and unique errors, some examples have been known to sell at auction or private sales for an astonishing $123,000. That's right, $123,000 for a coin that started as just 25 cents. It's a testament to how history, rarity, and condition combine to create incredible value. To sum up, the 2013 United States state quarter dollar with the special mint marks and errors is a true hidden gem for coin collectors and investors alike. Whether you're an experienced collector or just someone curious about the value of coins you might have, these quarters are definitely worth a second look. Today, we're taking a closer look at a very special piece of American history, the 2014 United States state quarter dollar with its distinct mint marks. If you thought quarters were just everyday change, think again. This particular coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide for its rarity and potential value, and by the end of this video, you'll see why it could be worth a fortune. Let's set the stage with a little context. The 2014 state quarters were part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. This series celebrated the diverse natural and historic treasures across the United States by featuring national parks and other significant sites on the reverse side of the quarters. The 2014 coins showcase some of the most iconic landmarks, including the Great Basin National Park in Nevada, Fort McHenry in Maryland, and Everglades National Park in Florida. But here's where it gets really interesting: mint marks. In 2014, quarters were minted primarily at the Denver, D, and Philadelphia, no mint mark, mints. However, the San Francisco, S, mint also struck special collector versions, which were generally not meant for circulation. These coins, especially those with S mint marks that accidentally made it into circulation, have become highly sought after by collectors. So what's the big deal about these mint marks? Simply put, they tell a story about where and how the coin was made. The San Francisco Mint's quarters were mostly produced for collector sets and often have a lower mintage compared to Denver or Philadelphia coins. That scarcity drives up the demand and, consequently, the value, especially when the coins are in excellent condition or show interesting minting errors. Speaking of condition, the difference between a circulated coin and a pristine, uncirculated coin is massive when it comes to value. Coins graded as mint state, meaning they've never been used in everyday transactions and have retained their original shine and details, can command prices that are thousands of dollars higher than their worn counterparts. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify these coins, making it easier for buyers and sellers to agree on a fair market price. Now, beyond the mint marks and condition, some 2014 quarters feature fascinating errors or varieties, like double dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks, that can turn a regular quarter into a rare collector's dream. These errors are mistakes that occurred during the minting process and are typically caught before coins reach the public. When they do slip through, they become prized items among numismatists. So, what kind of value are we talking about? Depending on the rarity, condition, and any unique minting errors, a 2014 state quarter with a special mint mark could fetch a jaw-dropping $120,000 at auction or private sale. Imagine turning a small piece of metal you probably think of as everyday pocket change into a serious investment. These coins remind us why collecting can be so exciting. History, art, and chance all come together to create something much more valuable than the sum of its parts. If you happen to own a 2014 quarter with a rare mint mark or suspect it might have an error, it's worth getting it appraised by a trusted professional. You never know, you could be holding onto a hidden treasure. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 2015 United States state quarter dollar, focusing specifically on those with special mint marks that have made waves among collectors and investors alike. If you've ever thought of quarters as just pocket change, prepare to have your mind blown. This particular quarter is not only a symbol of America's rich heritage but also a potentially priceless collector's item that could transform your coin collection into a goldmine. Let's start by setting the scene. The 2015 state quarters are part of the acclaimed America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 through 2021. This series was designed to celebrate national parks and historic sites across the United States, bringing attention to the natural beauty and cultural landmarks that define the country. In 2015, the quarters featured magnificent sites such as the White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire, the Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial in Ohio, the Great Basin National Park in Nevada, and the El Yunque National Forest in Puerto Rico. Each coin tells a story, captured in incredible detail on the reverse side. Now, let's talk mint marks because that's where things get really intriguing. In 2015, the quarters were minted primarily at the Denver and Philadelphia facilities, bearing D and no mint mark respectively. However, the San Francisco Mint also struck special collector versions with an S mint mark, typically intended for proof sets and not for general circulation. But here's the kicker. Some of these S mint mark quarters made their way into circulation, either accidentally or through special releases, and that's what drives their rarity and collector demand. Mint marks, in essence, tell you where a coin was produced. The San Francisco Mint's coins, especially those meant for collectors, tend to have much lower mintages compared to those from Denver or Philadelphia. This scarcity inherently increases their value, especially when the coins are in near-perfect condition or have unusual features. Speaking of condition, the value of any coin skyrockets when it remains in mint state condition. These coins look as if they just came off the minting press, with no signs of wear or circulation. Collectors prize these mint state coins because the details are razor-sharp and the surfaces maintain their original luster. Certification by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can verify the coin's grade and authenticity, which helps ensure you get the highest possible price when buying or selling. But rarity and condition aren't the only reasons the 2015 state quarters have attracted so much attention. Some specimens exhibit fascinating minting errors and varieties that set them apart from the rest. These errors might include double dies, off-center strikes, or even missing mint marks. Such anomalies occur during the coin production process, and because they are so uncommon, collectors often go to great lengths to acquire them. Imagine holding a coin that was supposed to be a simple quarter, but instead, it's a rare minting error that could fetch a small fortune. That's the kind of story that gets numismatists excited, and that's exactly the allure of some 2015 quarters with unique mint marks or minting quirks. Now, you might be wondering about the actual value of these coins. Prices can fluctuate based on condition, rarity, and market demand, but some of these special 2015 state quarters with rare mint marks and/or minting errors have been known to sell for an astounding $114,000. Yes, that's right, over $100,000 for a quarter that originally held just 25 cents in face value. This incredible value is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting, where history, rarity, and craftsmanship combine to create extraordinary treasures. If you happen to find a 2015 quarter with an S mint mark, or you suspect your coin might have an error, it's absolutely worth having it appraised and graded by a professional. You could be sitting on a very valuable piece of American history without even knowing it. Today, we're diving into something truly special, the 2016 United States State Quarter Dollar. If you've ever glanced at a quarter and thought, it's just 25 cents, you're about to see why some of these coins are far from ordinary. The 2016 state quarters, especially those with specific mint marks, have captured the fascination of collectors around the world, and by the end of this video, you might just want to check your change more carefully. This coin holds a story of America's heritage, craftsmanship, and yes, incredible potential value. Let's rewind a bit and talk about the background. The 2016 state quarters are part of the famous America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 through 2021. This series was designed to highlight the natural beauty and historic landmarks that make the United States unique. The 2016 quarters featured some stunning national parks and monuments, such as the National Park of American Samoa, the Kisatchie National Forest in Louisiana, the Fort Moultrie at Fort Sumter National Monument in South Carolina, and the El Yunque National Forest in Puerto Rico. Each quarter is a miniature tribute to America's diverse landscapes and history, but what really sets these coins apart for collectors is the mint mark, the small letter on the coin that tells you where it was made. In 2016, quarters were minted at the Denver, D, and Philadelphia, no mint mark, mints as usual, but the San Francisco Mint also produced quarters with an S mint mark. These S mint mark coins were primarily meant for collectors and proof sets, not for everyday use. However, some of these coins slipped into general circulation, making them incredibly rare and sought after. Why does the mint mark matter so much? Because it tells the story of rarity. San Francisco S mint mark quarters were produced in far fewer numbers compared to the regular Denver or Philadelphia quarters. Plus, these S coins often come in higher quality, with a sharper strike and better finish, which makes them more desirable. The scarcity combined with quality makes these coins prized pieces in any collection. Condition also plays a massive role in determining value. A quarter that's been used as everyday change for years will never command the same price as one that's never left its original packaging, what collectors call mint state. Mint state coins retain their original brilliance, sharp detail, and have no signs of wear. Having your coin professionally graded and certified by reputable companies like PCGS or NGC can boost its value immensely because it verifies the coin's condition and authenticity, but rarity and condition are only part of the story. Sometimes, coins come with minting errors, those unexpected quirks and mistakes during the production process. For 2016 quarters, collectors are on the lookout for errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and missing or misplaced mint marks. These errors are like little gems that set a coin apart from millions of others, creating excitement in the numismatic community. imagine finding a 2016 quarter that not only has the elusive S mint mark but also shows an unusual error or variation. These are the coins that become legends among collectors and can command prices far beyond their face value. So, what about the value? Depending on the mint mark, condition, and any special minting quirks, some 2016 state quarters have been known to fetch an astonishing $110,000. That's right, this small, seemingly simple coin can hold a price tag that most would never expect from pocket change. This is the magic of coin collecting, a world where history, rarity, and chance combine to create incredible treasures. If you have a 2016 quarter with an S mint mark, or you think your coin might be something special, it's absolutely worth having it examined by a professional grader or numismatist. You never know, you might be holding a piece of history worth a small fortune. Today, we're diving into a truly fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 2017 United States state quarter dollar. While most people see quarters as just small change, this particular year and mint mark combination holds a remarkable story and, more importantly, a staggering value that might just surprise you. So, buckle up and get ready for a deep dive into one of the most exciting coins in recent history. The 2017 state quarters are part of the famous America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that ran from 2010 to 2021. This program was created to honor national parks and historic sites across the United States, showcasing the country's rich natural and cultural heritage. The 2017 quarters highlighted beautiful locations such as the Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania National Military Park in Virginia, the Ellis Island National Monument in New Jersey, the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore in Wisconsin, and the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore in Michigan. Each quarter captures the essence of these sites with stunning detail, making them not only currency but also miniature works of art. Now, what really elevates the 2017 quarters beyond their artistic appeal is their mint marks. The mint mark is a tiny letter on the coin that reveals where it was produced: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. In 2017, most quarters in circulation came from Philadelphia and Denver, but the San Francisco Mint produced a special batch with the S mint mark primarily for collectors in proof sets and special releases. Here's where things get interesting. Some of those S mint mark quarters, intended for collectors, accidentally made their way into circulation. This rarity of finding an S mint mark quarter from 2017 outside of a collector's set significantly increases the coin's value. Unlike the common Philadelphia or Denver quarters, these San Francisco minted coins have a much lower mintage and are highly sought after in pristine condition. Condition is everything when it comes to coins, and that's especially true for these rare quarters. Coins that have been circulated show wear, scratches, and loss of detail, which reduces their value considerably. On the other hand, coins in mint state condition, those that look fresh from the mint, with no signs of handling, can command astronomical prices. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC provide certification of a coin's condition, which helps buyers and sellers trust the coin's quality and authenticity. Beyond mint marks and condition, some 2017 quarters exhibit fascinating minting errors or variations that can make them one-of-a-kind treasures. Errors might include things like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or missing mint marks. These unique quirks happen during the minting process and are highly prized by collectors for their rarity and distinctiveness. Imagine holding a 2017 quarter that not only has the rare S mint mark but also features a unique minting error. This is the kind of find that sends shockwaves through the collecting community. These coins are far more than just currency, they are prized artifacts of American history and minting craftsmanship. So, how much can these rare 2017 state quarters with the S mint mark and possible errors fetch in today's market? Depending on their condition and rarity, some have been known to sell for a jaw-dropping $142,000. Yes, you heard that right. Over $100,000 for a single quarter. This remarkable value highlights the incredible allure of coin collecting, where history, rarity, and artistry combine to create true treasures. If you have a 2017 state quarter with an S mint mark or suspect your coin may have a special feature or error, it's definitely worth getting it evaluated by a professional numismatist or grading service. What seems like everyday change could be your ticket to an astonishing find. Thank you for joining me on this in-depth exploration of the 2017 United States state quarter dollar and the exciting world of mint marks and coin values. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more rare and valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled, keep collecting, and happy hunting for those hidden treasures.